Oh, did I hit start? Okay. Hello and hi. Hello, everyone. I believe I'm live. I don't know. I have too many windows up.
You're good. You're live.
Okay. Yeah, don't keep an eye on that.
I
But
got you.
we're doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. How's the music?
Music.
You guys?
Spoopy.
Okay. We are
You
doing the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which is a D&D 5e module. We're going to open up with kind of a flashback thing of a child or children sneaking into a carnival, filled with awe and wonderment and discovering new things. And after a while, that child just all of a sudden feels completely separated from something, regret, loss. And then in that time, a carnival owner named Mr. Light grabs the child and says, "What are you doing? You didn't pay for the ticket! Everything in the universe spins round and round, and everything has a cost. What have you done?" And then we kind of go back out, and so far we come back, and we're gonna go forward into time. The Witchlight Carnival has come back into town, and all of our characters, they experience this flashback in some different form or manner. Now they noticed that this feeling of regret came back strongly within the past couple days. They don't really know why or anything, but they were all drawn to this place. As soon as they pull up to the carnival, they look around and they see the other people also as lost in kind of sad feeling as themselves, where everyone else at the carnival is all but cheery. Then the carnival itself. So this is now at twilight. The first stars of the night twinkle above against this apricot sunset. Giant dragonflies whistling overhead, trailing streamers and low mist curls over the ground. Through a floral archway, you get a glimpse of stilt walkers, painted performers, and all the carnival scenes behind it, and the whistling of a calliope. As you all approach, you kind of see this ticket booth, which has a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on the roof of the ticket booth, surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated and animated depiction of the night sky, shooting stars arcing across it. There's an elderly goblin perched behind the ticket counter, peering quizzically at you all through a spyglass. And he says, "Greeting, fair growers," as he takes this eyeglass and an ear horn and kind of looks very suspiciously at Bjorn. Bjorn, what do you look like?
I've got short brown hair, brown eyes. I let off a scent of kind of like honey and flowers. Just kind of follows me wherever I go. I'm probably just dressed in, I don't know, normal period attire. Oh, there you go. There's my clothes knowledge.
Yeah.
So, I'm human, by the way. That's probably a good point too. I'm just a human guy.
Yeah. And he goes and looks at you and he says, "Why are you coming to the circus?"
I've lost something here, and I'm trying to find it again.
And then he kind of like turns away from you, and then he looks at an owland named Archie, and he asks the same question. He's, "Greetings, fair grower." Goer. Why are you coming here? Archie, what do you look like?
So I am an owlin, so a humanoid owl creature, large, kind of a tawny white, and patchwork leather armor, and I have wings, which is fun, and they are bound down so that they aren't in everyone's faces. But just imagine a humanoid owl. And I respond that I too feel like I've lost something, and this place. I remember something from this place.
And then he basically continues the process. He now looks at Tiara Torchholder, and he kind of mutters grumpily the same question. What are you doing here? Oh, you're muted. Silent.
I think I was here like a long time ago, and like I think it was like really fun, but like I can't really remember it because like I was a little girl. But like I think that I left something here. Like I don't think it was too important because I would have found it by now if it was important.
Yes.
But also,
I get the picture.
like-
I get the picture. Okay. You're done. What do they see with Tiara Torchholder? Because I forgot.
Tiara Torchholder is a Heron Gone. I always forget the word. Heron Gone, kind of shorter and slender. She is very, very kind of girly. A lot of kind of flower and natural like plant stuff all throughout her body. Yeah.
Okay, and then the elderly goblin quickly dismisses you, and he's very old and grumpy. He goes down the line and he goes, "What about you?" As he looks towards Drakkar. And what do you look like too? And why are you here?
Drakkar, for all intents and purposes, except for a little quirk about him, is a human. And he looks just like a shaggy brown hair, nothing really distinguishing about him. His outfit's a little bit unique, that it has more of a elvish style of clothing on him. But beyond that, he looks mostly human. The one thing that's sort of unique about him is he's not very happy to see a goblin. He sort of doesn't like goblins at all. And because he's so a little bit angry at just seeing a goblin, his emotions behind him building up, his eyes are currently glowing.
Yeah, calm down. I'm only operating the ticket booth. Come on. He just yells at you.
This carnival was at a visit a village I grew up in. Something I left to my mother's was here.
Yeah. We go around all the plains every 8 years. We were here probably once or twice. You gotta just remember to pay for your ticket. And then, again, he just cuts off and looks at Kingar Forgehammer. And he angrily asks basically the same question: is what are you doing here? And what do you look like? Well, I'm asking what you look like. It doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Yeah, Gagnar. So, a short and stocky dwarf covered in chainmail, wearing a helm. He holds a shield in his hand, and on the shield you can see the crest of this anvil with this hammer in the middle and a cross between an axe and a sword crossed in front of it. He has 2 axes on his belt. He's wearing this dark blue fine cloak that definitely looks like it's noble. And he has the 2 axes on his belt, and the other axe is looped on the side, which is much larger than these 2 handout axes. And he has a pack on his back. He has a dark, kind of almost to the point of being like a dark brown or black, but it's definitely red beard, which is braided and has little bits of silver pieces that are clasping it in its braid. He looks vacant as he stares off to the side and snaps back to himself. Very pale skin and almost crystal blue eyes, which you can barely see under his helm's brim. And he looks to the goblin, and in a shaken voice, he's startled and says, well, I remember this carnival. Once. Yes. Something missing. Yes, I need to get into the carnival, good sir. There's something I remember from my childhood. Yes. He then strokes his beard and peers off in confusion.
Yeah. He kind of like looks over all of you again. Again, quizzically, he has this spyglass and this old ear horn, and he's kind of like hunched over. He looks extremely old. And he goes, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you all this first. Every ticket has 8 punches. Each punch you can visit an attraction. And there's also a couple of events. As soon as you enter in, you get a free gift. 4 hours later, that big top over there's gonna be an extravaganza in the whole thing. And then in 8 hours, it's gonna be the crowning of the Witchlight, which it's gonna be hard to get this year. There's a couple good contenders. And he looks around at you all and he says, well, you all actually have your lucky day. Somebody actually already bought your tickets. However, like I said, each ticket only has 8 stamps, and there's a lot more attractions than there are of those 8. However, you can visit the big top for free. So, if you want to buy a ticket, it'll be 8 silver, or we can make a deal. Do you just want these tickets? And he reaches back, he picks up this silver ornate kind of like lockbox. It has the initials NM on it. He pulls it over, unlocks it, and he starts pulling out these tickets. What do you guys do?
These tickets.
I'll buy it. You know what? All right, fine. I'll buy a ticket. Whatever.
Well, these tickets are already bought. You can buy more.
Yeah, I'll buy another ticket.
Okay, that'll be 8. And he hands you all 1 ticket. Oh, go ahead.
Like, what was the other make a deal thing that you were talking about?
Well, we'll make a small little harmless deal. If you can complete it, it's like a little pact. You know, it's a fun thing. It's a carnival, and it's a fun thing for me and you to do. I'll basically ask you to do. How for you? You gotta perform a dance every time somebody says your name. You like that? Free ticket. You can go to 8 more attractions.
Tiara, I owe you, since you fed and took care of me after I escaped the other place. I'll buy your ticket. I don't care.
Okay. Does it matter if I'm really bad at dancing? Because I'm not. I don't really understand dancing.
Nope.
Listen, Goblin, she is she's
Listen,
not a really good dancer,
also,
and she already dances a lot as is. So
also, I want to say, because I think I forgot this, everything's all busy and blurry. This pact only lasts for tonight. Once the carnival closes, the pact is done. Now, if you fail, well, your ticket's gonna just disappear.
what's the conversion rate for gold to silver? Because
I believe it's 10.
Yeah, it should be 10 silver to 1 gold.
okay, so I just give him 2 gold because I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Thanks, Bjorn. Appreciate it.
Cagnar
Hey, no
furrows the
problem.
brow before accepting the ticket, and he says, someone purchased a ticket. Where do these gifts come from?
Yeah. Somebody just came around, they bought the tickets, said, if these people show up and they all seem like, I don't know, they lost something, just give them the tickets. And I mean, I have the 5 tickets here, and here you all are. There's exactly 5 of you.
you guys have to admit it's like kind of like crazy. Like the stars definitely like align for something for us. Like I don't even know what I lost, and it sounds like nobody else has any idea either. So it's kind of crazy, right?
It's a perfect time. Mercury's not in retrograde right now, so
Okay.
It is so not in retrograde right now.
He looks.
what do you think this goblin? Do you think this goblin's a Gemini?
He looks.
No, the stars,
Definitely,
they don't decide
definitely a
anything.
Gemini.
Okay, how about you human and the owlin? What do you want to buy another ticket? You want to make a deal?
Just
What do
give
you
me the
wanna do?
ticket that's left over. Alright, I'm not making any deal with the goblin.
Oh, okay. Man,
We'll also take one of the tickets already bought. I think I probably know who it's from.
oh, okay, here you go. God damn, that one, he's worse than the Shadowfell.
So this means I get to ride 16 rides, right?
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
16 events, but the big top
16
is
events.
free. So
What is the big top? Is going to be that's my next question.
the big top is like the big tent, the main attraction.
Okay, hold on. So, Goblin, what is the big top? What is that event? Can you tell us more about it?
Well, there's just performers. There's trapeze artists. There's contortionists. There's fire breathers. The big event doesn't really start till another 4 hours, but it's free. What can I say?
They're out of character. Have I been I've been calling this dude his race the entire time. Does he have a name tag? Like, have I just been an asshole this entire time?
No, he doesn't have a name tag. He's just
Oh,
sitting
cool.
there.
So Goblin works. All right, I don't feel bad
Perfectly
anymore.
fine being an asshole to a goblin.
I guess we're all here to find something. Do you guys want to just go check out what's going on? Is there a map? Is there a map? I'm gonna
Well, I
look back at the goblin.
I think this goblin offended the man that bought these tickets for us. Like, who is it?
It's just a mystery benefactor. They paid me extra to make sure I was quiet. So, there you are.
Wow.
Oh, and here's a map. Would you look at that?
Oh, thank you.
It seems like everything kind of loaded. And you guys are right there. You're the purple dot next to the ticket booth.
Blue on my screen.
The purple dot.
The blue
Oh,
dot.
We can't.
See,
The goblins.
It's the
goblins
You
come
Are
online.
Here
It's fine.
thing. You know, they put them all on all the maps.
Oh, that's. Wow, this place really is magical. Does the dot move with us?
Yeah, it's some kind of magic. I don't know.
Okay.
That's like
Okay.
crazy.
Gagnar folds his arms for a second and gives a little huff and says, "As though I appreciate good gifts, I cannot accept. I will purchase my own ticket." He roots through his backpack and gets into his coin purse and produces 2 gold coins, which he hands to the goblin with a raised eyebrow.
So wait, you want 2 more tickets? Or?
"I do not want to accept the free one. I will just buy 2 of my own. Thank you."
Well, okay. Well, the ticket's already bought though.
Like, I would take another ticket. Like, are there any rules against that?
I mean, it's already paid for. Fine.
Great. So
he
you
hands
just, I'll
over
take
2
it.
tickets to Kagnar, and then he hands Tiara the other ticket.
Gagnar nods his head at Tiara.
And he grabs the gold. He pulls out and he gives you a 4 silver bag. And
Thank
then-
you.
He's like, okay, you guys can go in. I vetted you all out. You all seem like you have good things except for that one who, for some reason, just hates me. Okay. You can go there. You can explore everything. You have the map. Remember, each ticket has 8 stamps. A stamp gets you basically into every one of these things.
What's your
then-
favorite attraction?
My favorite attraction, personally, I kind of love. No, don't you tell anybody this, but the Feasting Orchard. There's a cupcake eating contest. I win every year.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so much fun.
All right, nobody cares what the goblin thinks. Let's just get moving.
Okay,
How do
okay,
you
okay.
become the Witchlight Monarch? Can we go somewhere to find that out?
Basically, it's whoever brings the most carnival spirit around. That's all it really is. Mr. Light he'll basically crown the winner. He has this weird weather vane kind of thing, and basically tells them who's made everybody the happiest, or who did the most.
And he just kind of keeps gesturing
Carnival
like
spirit
that.
of anyone who's had carnival spirit. Who wants cotton candy?
Cotton candy sounds great.
Oh my
By
god,
the way,
I love cotton candy, especially the
As
pink
long
kind.
as it's away from this goblin.
by the way,
Okay.
I guess. Okay,
Okay.
are we? Do you guys want to go inside now? By the way,
Well-
I'm Bjorn.
Oh, I'm Archie.
Hi, Archie. It's nice to meet you.
You guys
I'm
gotta move.
Tiara, and I really
You gotta move. You're blocking the ticket booth.
Mr. Goblin, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be
Just
rude. We're
walk in.
trying to introduce each other.
You,
Yeah, like
You guys
we're
are
like
absolutely the
star-crossed,
worst.
like we're
Just walk in.
star-crossed or something like that. It's crazy.
Go do it over cotton candy.
Oh my god, yes.
And then-
Okay, let's just go in and get cotton candy since the goblin turns out to be rude.
oh, I'm the rude one. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
and
Thank you
You're
for
like-
the free tickets.
Yeah, whatever, bud.
Cagnar just
Go
gives
ahead.
out a loud hoof and says, this way we can introduce each other in a second, and walks towards the calipo. A little bit
It's a-
further in.
Canopy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys can continue. I'll let you guys talk, and then I'll describe the calliope because I've been cutting you all off.
The Calliope.
The calliope.
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 Calliope? Are we gonna do this right now? All right. Stop.
Round one, fight. No.
Anyway. All right, since we're all going to the Canelope, the cantaloupe. So, hi Archie, it's nice to meet you. I'm Bjorn. This is Tiara.
Everyone, hi Tiara.
I really like your feathers. I think you've got a very beautiful coat.
You keep it nice. I'm very large, so
Yeah, you've got like at least 1,000 feathers probably. That would take a while. Do you need help one day?
sure.
I'm really good at counting. Awesome. And then it's Drakkar and Cagnar, right? Which one is which?
Yeah, he hasn't introduced himself yet.
Oh.
Who are you people?
My name is Shukar. I apologize about the manners back there. Something about goblins. Bad childhood memories. Really upsets me. Do apologize.
Cagnar nods his head. Yes, I can understand the goblins and the craziness they bring. I am Cagnar of Clan Forgehammer. He takes his right fist and slams it against his chainmail chest, nodding his head with pride. I suppose if we are all looking for something, maybe it may be a good idea to stay together for the time being.
You've got like a real Taurus vibe going on right now, and like I really like that. I think this group could really use that kind of energy right now. I'm really digging it.
Yeah, but Drakkar, about the thing earlier, your eyes lit up? Is that
It's a trait I got from my mother. The first time I actually ran into goblins is when it all occurred. It's a thing. I wouldn't worry about it.
alright.
So as you guys continue to walk up, you see at the calliope, the cantaloupe, there's a little like monkey dressed up in a sweater. It's basically turning a handle that's playing this tune out of these golden whistles. You also see another goblin walking around with a tin cup also next to this monkey, and he's like rattling the tin cup. tin cup, like asking for money. And Ernest, or the monkey, keeps playing away, so you guys can continue. But there's the calliope. It's a musical instrument.
Is the cantaloupe, does it sound good? Is the monkey doing good?
Yeah, it's one of those music boxes with the handle, and he's just turning the handle.
Is he doing it at a good pace though?
Yeah. It's perfect. It's kind of like this music you hear right now.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, cool. Do you guys want to go check out the ticket booth? I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I'm still hunting for that cotton candy.
Well, we're next to some food booths, it looks like, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's on the other side. Like, it looks like there's like a really big like onion next to us, and I'm like not super into eating the onion, but like we could go on the other side of this.
Is it actually like bear out of character? Is it actually a like a large vegetable display?
Lads.
Which one?
Did you see the other thing on the other side of the onion?
The onion top above the ticket booth. Because that's kind of funny.
Sure, yeah.
If you don't know.
They serve onions, and that's it. Just onions.
LOL. Okay.
Lads.
No, just
I
food
think
stands. Yeah.
Can I throw like 2 copper into the goblin's cup and ask where we get cotton candy? Not onion flavored cotton candy.
Okay. This goblin walks up and he goes,
Thank you kindly. Actually, these stalls right behind us, you can get cotton candy. You have to go to the one that kind of looks like a lollipop, but it's upside down. That one gives you the cotton candy.
And so like the upside down lollipop kind of looks
Yeah.
like an onion, so I just want to make sure I'm not confusing the two.
yeah. That's actually an upside down lollipop.
Okay, great.
I know.
Love it.
We're not really good artists here, okay? But we put on a good show. Don't we, Ernest?
and the monkey kind of like, he stops playing the music for a second, and he hops down and he like goes over to you, and he goes, "Yeah, we do. But you know, y'all, if you can spare a button, I'll sew it next to all of these." And you see his vest is just covered with different buttons, different sizes of buttons, big, small, like some that were look like they're for like Goliath, some for, like for their like little halflings. And the monkey continues to like kind of lean back and forth and kind of very merrily finishes off what they just said with,
I offer nothing in its place, but a smile on my face.
And then he goes back and plays the music. But
can I do
he's
like
right next
a
to you.
vibe check? Like what type of aura is this monkey putting out?
Give me an insight check then.
While he's doing that, I'll pop off. I'll pop off a button and give him that.
So I grab one of my my knife and I look down at one of the just ornate buttons on my jacket and I just slice one off and toss it to the monkey.
The monkey
Yeah,
just
I have a
smiles and
button, but
continues.
I throw him a ball bearing because I have one of those.
What?
I
Okay. he'll take it. He's just happy. With that insight, what you kind of get is you feel he's kind of content, and happy. There's no malice with him. He's just somebody who keeps spinning the thing. And he's kind of, he feels like he's at home. His guard's kind of down.
Okay, so it's
nothing
like a
too
very your aura is like very yellow right now, and I would totally love to like brighten it up even more. So here, take a button.
Okay.
Cagnar scratches his beard. Yellow aura. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, like when you like go up to somebody and you're like, "You're so green right now." It's like that.
No.
You know. Okay. Well, just if you just like follow me, like I'll be able to like give you the like what's what of like auras and like signs and like all like everything could just be like described just by like looking at someone for like a little bit of time and knowing like where the stars are. It's like super easy to do. I'm only wrong like sometimes, but like it's like I'm just learning too, so it's like it's crazy.
Gagnar mumbles something about surface dwellers.
I'll head over to Cotton Candy
Okay, so you
and buy
guys
one for everyone.
head over here. Yeah, there's just kind of there's like a tiefling operating this, and he's like, yeah, what do you want?
Oh, thank God it's not another goblin.
I've cotton candies, please. Ignore the racist.
Jesus. Okay, he goes down. He gives you what flavor do you want?
Oh, there's flavors. The best one.
Yeah,
Can I get pink?
Is there a goblin flavor to give to Drakkar?
No, nothing tastes like goblin. And then
Let's
yeah,
go
he
with the
just
green one.
Thank God. You
He-
don't want to
okay, he gives you-
taste goblin.
one green, one pink. What else? What else we got? What do you got? Green?
I'll
pink?
take a
All
purple.
green? Purple? Okay. You got two more.
What do you guys want?
Just give me whatever the owl's grabbing.
Come on.
So the owl is buying people cotton candy, correct?
Yeah.
Crap.
Yep.
What colors do we see of these cotton candy flavors?
So
Other than
you can kind of get like a view. There's kind of like normal candy bars and snacks behind this tiefling. They're all like the taffy style, so it's not like, oh, plastic wrapped. It's just kind of like loosely out, like in medieval times. And there's also this kind of weird, you can kind of see these couple machines. You see green, purple, blue, pink, red, and I believe that would be all that they have.
What color is the tiefling?
The tiefling is red. He has red. He has kind of like ram horns. They just kind of like go up and like circle in.
Give me a cotton candy as red as you are, as fascinating as you.
All right, all right.
Cagnar's gonna take off his helmet and take the straps to wrap it around his belt, so his helmet's hanging from his belt, and he's gonna sling his shield over his shoulder with the belt straps. He's gonna look the tiefling up and down with a little bit of a pause, rub his jaw, and then,
Blue, good sir. Thank you. Archie, was it?
Archie, yeah, sorry, that's me.
And the tiefling kind of like goes back for a little bit. He kind of like walks away, and then he walks back up. He's like, okay, that's 1 silver for each of them.
Alrighty, there you go.
Thank you,
Okay.
like, so much for this cotton candy.
Of course, that you gotta have it at a carnival. So I've heard.
and how do these taste? So when we're slowly nibbling on them, what sort of sensations do our characters get while we're eating this?
You get kind of like a mouth-watery, sugary, and it tastes really pleasant. You probably haven't really tasted anything like this before. It's not a delicacy that's really made around in the world of Tyrantum, but these are a bunch of fey creatures, and this is the Witchlight Carnival, so it's probably like clouds and mystery to you, but it tastes quite delicious and sweet. So if you like sweets, you like it. If you don't like sweets, you probably are okay with it.
Don't like sweets, you probably suck. Yeah, I'm gonna wolf mine down, and I'll. So does anybody want to pick where we go next?
Looks like we're pretty close to the Pixie Kingdom.
Well, like, why don't we go to the, like, that
We-
that cupcake eating thing that goblin was talking so much about? Like, he seemed to be really trustworthy and was giving us free things, so maybe we'll get, like, even more free things.
Wait, I know that we all came here because we all felt like we lost something, right? Maybe we should go to lost property first and see if we can get what we've lost back.
Oh, I totally missed that. Good catch.
They,
Gagnar is just going to try to shift his eyes back and forth with a little smile on his face as he slowly eats his cotton candy nice and slow, and just kind of look back and forth.
So Jakar takes one bite of his, and then like his face turns into that of like a 6-year-old having just been handed cotton candy for the first time. Proceeds to stuff the whole thing into his mouth. He goes, "Oh, yeah, that was how."
Yeah, so you guys just head over to the lost property then?
As we're
Yeah,
going,
seems
have you guys ever seen raccoons wash cotton candy in the river? It's very
No.
cute.
Oh,
Real quick question: was that in game or is that out of character?
That's in game. Or that's
Okay.
meta. That's a meta in game statement.
do you have raccoons that you've given cotton candy to?
There is plenty of
candy,
wild
like,
animals where I'd grown up.
But like,
they had-
do,
they had
do you
cotton
also
candy
have
similar to that.
wild animals and cotton candy all the time? That seems kind of.
I'd not eat a lot of cotton candy. I find it overwhelming at times. So I guess I kind of suck.
Kagnar is going to look very confused at you, and his jaw is going to slightly hang open for a moment, and then he'd be like, a rock of what?
It's a forest creature. They're
They
typically
look-
too big for me to eat. But
They
now
look
maybe not.
too big for you to eat. I didn't even think about that context. They look like little bandits. They got striped tails. They're bushy bodied.
They've got like a really strong like purple vibe on them most days, but like sometimes they like go into like an orange vibe too. Does that help?
Are they fierce opponents?
No, they're
Oh,
they're
no.
typically are like skulkers. They're more like the Animal Kingdom thieves, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Never,
kobolds.
never leave your rations open. In the
They're
middle
much
of the
they're much cuter than kobolds, and they are much but not as clever. I'll give them that.
And if you've seen pandas before, like they're the trash version of a panda.
Oh my.
Panda.
I just looked up to see if owls are colorblind because I realized that could be a thing, and it's a very interesting topic to research later. But anyway.
Okay, so as you guys walk up to the lost property, you kind of see this giant wagon, and there's a large feline creature with midnight blue fur, and it has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears a fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roundhouses with two young boys. One boy squeals, "Again, Drilla, again!" while the other hangs onto the creature's neck. What do you do?
What?
That's kind of the view. You see a wagon that has lost property sign above it, and you see a giant feline creature playing with these kids, roughhousing.
I'll walk over.
I
Oh, Drilla, the creature kind of looks at you and goes, "Hello, why are you here?"
well, like, I think we like. I know this sounds crazy, all right? Bear with me. Like, we all met here today, and it turns out we all lost something, but we lost something like a long time ago. So, like, this seems like the perfect place to go, right?
Well,
Don't
what,
you think?
Well, what did you lose?
Trying to think to himself, can Kagnar remember anything or get any images of what might be missing or any sort of feeling or sensations as he tries to think back?
We don't. Out of character, sorry. We don't know what we've lost, right? Or do we know?
I would say you didn't before, but now you kind of get a feeling. I wouldn't call it a vivid memory. Like, maybe you don't actually recall like the specific thing, but you kind of can gather information from it. Kagnar, if you would want to roll me, I want to kind of say an insight check. Or I guess
Cool.
wisdom.
So wisdom check. Let me see what my modifier is. I think I have a 0 modifier on my wisdom. Let me double check. As roll 20 hesitates. There we go.
Yeah, I had to refresh it recently. It's,
Yeah.
trying to-
Yeah, my wisdom check's a 0, intelligence check's a -1. So you said it's a wisdom check?
Yeah, you can just click wisdom on your character sheet.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
There
Oh,
you go.
maybe it did something.
You have to click the right spot. Might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to click on the word itself. Nice, thank you.
Okay. A 16, yeah, you can probably you probably have a bit more of a vivid recollection of it, so you can probably, I would say you could probably recall specifics.
Oh, well then I might do
Oh.
the.
So is are we supposed to come up with something our character's lost, or is this something we're going to discover as we play?
I sent you a message. We were doing the random rolls. But I mean, you can just make something up. It's just like a small thing a child would have.
Oh, I probably missed that then. Sorry. It's been a while since we started talking about the initial stuff.
Yeah. But basically, I would say like maybe a toy hammer for Kagnar as he learns how to forge or whatever you wish.
I see. Okay.
We're making it up. Mine was something that got essentially stuck on my talon, like wrapped around my ankle, and I just kind of kept it with me from there to remind me of home.
So Drilla looks, he turns back around. He's like,
We can see if we have the items.
and as he does, one of the children has a kind of a glass ball. Drilla kind of loses his anger. He growls at the kid and he's like,
Put it back now. Don't do that.
and then the kid kind of like drops the ball and he takes off running. Drilla looks at you always like,
You shouldn't be playing with that. There's no telling what it could do. Please, I need you to go find that kid. His name is Vero.
What?
Yeah,
What is the ball?
it's just a glass ball that
Is it
was
magic?
in the last Lost and Found. You can give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, sure.
Is
I guess
that
that's
child in danger?
You have no clue.
Agnar's asking that to the person behind the booth, like asking, is the child in danger?
Drilla, the feline creature, just says,
I mean, he could get lost, and there's strange happenings that happen with this carnival. Just please make sure that he's safe. He could be in danger. He could not be. I mean,
Yeah,
this
like
is
let's
part of the Fae, so children.
let's go after him.
Yeah, let's help this small child.
Yeah, I start running after.
Cagnar's full speed running after too.
okay.
I know you did an Arcana check, so we'll have to wait for that.
Can I
oh, here
fly
he is. He
after?
What was that, Archie?
Can I fly after the
Um,
small child?
Yeah, but at this point, the child already had kind of a big distance. So, first of all, I would like everyone who's going to search give me a perception check. And you all can roll individually.
All right, I'll bite. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Archie and Bjorn are
Get it,
like,
buddy.
For perception.
whatever. Bjorn's just staring at the glass ball, and he's
Yeah,
like,
perception.
yeah.
It is where do I find?
It should be in
it-
your skills on your
Yeah,
character sheet.
if you
I
click
found
on
it.
the word. Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So Bjorn and Archie are just kind of like in La La Land. Archie's like trying to fly around looking high up. However, Bjorn's still kind of examining the glass ball that was dropped by the boy as Drilla picks it back up and kind of with his mouth and puts it back into the lost property wagon. However, Tiara Drakkar and Kagnar, you see this small boy kind of tucked away. He's actually under a candy stall. And that's kind of why Archie, you couldn't see, because you're flying up above and he hid down below. Okay, so what do you guys do now?
Small child.
Yes.
Come over here. You're all right. You're doing all right.
Yeah, but I wanted to play catch with Drilla.
Oh, that was not a ball to play catch with. Come on.
But oh, okay.
Can I do a vibe check, an aura check?
Sure. What is you just want to do this as insight then? Is it straight insight?
That's kind of my thing. It's
Okay.
like just getting the vibe read.
Insight. 22.
22.
Vero, he's kind of really bored. You kind of get the sense like he doesn't really know Drilla, so like Drilla going off like that really scared him. Because I mean it is a giant feline creature, so he feels off edge. So I don't know, maybe whatever aura color you have for like kind of scared but also kind of not, kind of on edge, I guess would be a better term.
Your like aura is like so orange right now. Can you just like try to like breathe in deep like 2 times and just like how does that feel?
What's my
Is that
aura
better?
now? Where's my aura?
Let
I don't
me
see an
check.
aura.
Let me just think really quickly. It's like beige right now, which is better than orange, but it's like a little bit more beige, which is good. Because now that you're centered, you can kind of go out and feel a little bit better.
Actually, I kind of do feel a little bit better. And yeah, so you walk back to the displacer beast.
Did we lose you?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
Drilla. No, I skipped ahead and it confused me. Oh, my bad. Drilla is kind of there. He's kind of like walking around frantically. He kind of catches your glance of you guys all walking with Vero. Walking up, he's kind of just normally like walking around, not as excited as like you would think a kid at a carnival would be, but I mean he's not feeling scared anymore. And Drilla basically looks at Joe and he goes,
Oh, thank goodness. I'm afraid. I was afraid. Thank you for bringing back. I was watching after them as their mother went to go get drinks. I shouldn't have lost my temper.
what do you guys do?
We are in the lost
Or-
property place, so losing your temper or losing a child would kind of make sense.
Kagnar is going to kind of observe Drilla, and what sort of sense do I get? Like, is this genuine fear that he had? Panic?
Give me an insight check.
Insight? Let's see.
20.
There you go.
Yeah, he was actually quite afraid. You
Yeah,
can see him like
couldn't imagine.
pacing up and down. And even for like a creature, like you can sense the panic. It's not like anything else, but he was, I wouldn't say severely, but he was really worried.
All right, Kagnar's going to hold up his hand and say, it's all right. The lad's safe now. There's no reason to be upset.
Yeah, the truth is I'm missing a cub. His name's Star. This place is kind of dangerous. There's some Fae aren't really nice. And this mirrored ball is this glass ball was my cub Star's favorite toy. reminds me of him. But nobody knows what happened to him. He just went missing.
And-
Did this just happen?
No, this was years ago. There's no signs.
Oh,
Nothing.
you have my condolences.
Thank you. But yeah, thank you for bringing back the boy.
And as kind of like he finishes that, this woman walks up and she basically collects the boys and kind of walks off. She doesn't even know what happened. She can't even sense like there was an issue. But yeah, you guys want to do anything else?
I
or
see
is that
everyone's back and gathered. I'll go ahead and land and rebind my wings. Did I see anything from the air that looked interesting? Crowds gathered.
Give me
Flash your
a
lights.
perception check. A 17. Yeah, you kind of notice something, or maybe someone walking around handing out gifts. It's probably back closer towards the big top area. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It kind of looks like a tree, kind of looks like a person. Yeah, they're just handing out gifts.
I will let the group know by saying there's something going on at the big top. It looks like got a Santa vibe.
But what about the stuff we had?
Yeah, what about our lost stuff? Look, Drilla,
Yeah.
since I was here when I was a kid, and since then I've not been able to smile. My benefactor told me that had shown me that, and when I told her that this is where I'd snuck into, she never gave me any more answers, to be real, but that's just how they are. Everything comes with a cost. But can you check and see if you guys have my smile?
That's not something we would have. This is actual physical items here. But I will tell you all one thing. I've noticed Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, the owners of this carnival, they seem to be on edge. I don't know if it would have anything to do with you all losing things or what. But you could always kind of sneak on them and, I don't know, try to learn what's really going on around here.
And yeah,
Gagnar is gonna notably jump back a little bit with his head jerks back as he says he's missing his smile. Look of confusion on his face. Gonna look at Drilla and be like, and say, very well. Where do we find this Mr. Light? But before we leave, can you tell us where this Mr. Light can be found? You don't happen to have maybe a child's sword made of wood, dwarven made from years ago?
I don't, you can check, but I don't recall anything like that.
yeah, if you want, you can give me a, what's it, investigation check.
Okay.
As you search the wagon of the lost property.
Here's my investigation check.
Yeah, you find something that looks like a toy sword, but it's definitely not dwarven made. And you can't find anything else that would even resemble anything like your toy sword from childhood.
Fair.
Okay.
Where can we find this Mr. Light and Mr. Witch?
I believe they're They should have a wagon back in the staff area.
How do we get
Yes.
back there? I mean, we're not staff.
Well, you would have to sneak past. That's a good point. Not quite sure how you would
I mean,
do
I'm
it,
pretty good at sneaking.
but the staff area is surrounded by a thicket, and it's magically enhanced to only open up for employees, but when it does open up, it does stay open for a quite amount of time. Or you could go over it.
That's basically what he gives you all.
Alrighty.
Maybe there's a chance we could run into him while we're walking around some more. I saw the dragonfly rides are pretty close.
Yeah, that or the Feasting Orchard. Either one of those sounds fun.
But there's also someone giving away stuff out at the big top.
Oh, I like stuff. Let's pick up stuff and then we can make our way around that loop.
Yeah,
That
maybe
sounds
we'll
good.
run into Mr. Witch and Mr. Light as we're being the best carnival goers that we could ever be, because I bet they'll like that.
Okay.
What do the rest of you think? You guys down with that plan?
Well, let's go, dwarf. We may be able to find your swords somewhere else. Let's join the others.
Fair enough. Let's look out for some beer, some ale.
Okay, as you guys walk kind of back towards the big top, you can kind of hear music playing aloud, and next thing you know, you see a 12-foot tall walking tree garland in gold ribbons marches down through the fanfare of basically the calope still playing its tune. Rain down of golden spinning sycamore seeds. Fairgoers are trying to catch the seeds before they hit the ground. As the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers all along the branches of the tree, handing dandelions to passerbys. So yeah.
I'll go up and try and get a dandelion.
Okay, yeah. Do you just... Yeah, I mean, it's just seeds and stuff falling, so you can go up and pick one up.
I would also like to pick up.
I will say, because I think I went through it fast. There's sycamore seeds and dandelion seeds you can grab.
Handing
Oh.
dandelion seeds. I was gonna go up to the squirrel. She's just throwing it out.
Oh, it's just kind of
Alrighty.
falling from the tree end. The squirrel is climbing all around the tree end, kind of like keeping an eye on the sycamore seeds.
And can I get a vibe
Or
check
handing dandelions.
on?
So he's handing out dandelions.
Can I get a
Squirrels.
vibe check on the squirrel?
Yeah, you can insight check.
While he's doing that, I'll try and get a dandelion from the squirrel.
He
will
hands it
also-
to you.
Squirrel is swirling.
You probably think that this squirrel has an ulterior motive for doing this. Yeah, and the squirrel just kind of holds out. He hands Archie one. Yeah, so you can pick up a sycamore seed, or the squirrel will hand you a dandelion if you walk up to it. What do the rest of you do?
I'll take a dandelion seed.
Hands it.
I will do a sycamore seed and then inspect it.
Okay, that would. Or wait, you have to
Nature
try to
or
catch it.
investigation.
Oh,
Oh, catch it? Okay.
yeah, so you have to roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, great. Just straight dex.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that even for the dandelions?
No. The
No.
squirrel's just handing you the dandelions.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't catch the seed.
I'll take my dandelion and hand it to Tiara.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Can you catch one of the sycamores?
Probably. Should I try?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right. So okay if I try.
Yeah, roll a dexterity.
Out
It's
of
a car.
curiosity, where are we on the map right now?
Oh, yeah. You're back at the big top.
Okay.
Yeah, you catch the seed. It's like falling down, and you just kind of like swoop your arm around. I mean, you are part owl, so you kind of have that hunter instinct and dexterous enough to just kind of grab it. You now have a sycamore seed.
Would you want to trade?
Gave you the okay.
I know,
Sure.
but I'm just like really not good. And like if you want to keep it, that's fine. But
Oh.
like
No, I mean, yeah, sure, you can have it.
Oh,
and
wait. I'm bad. I'm gonna be even worse. Archie, roll me a D8.
Do I do that again?
/R
slash
1d8.
/R 1, 2, 8.
yeah, it's like it's weird with the.
Can I just? I'm gonna do it. Nope.
Oh, other way.
I had it the other way. I don't think I put the right space. It's a 4.
It's
By the way,
Oh,
is
it's a
my
4.
sound all right? I'm trying to make it so that
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
fine.
picking up Archie.
I can
Um,
show you as a
you-
camera.
Actual space 1d8.
um,
I'll keep track.
well, I'll just take the 4. You actually gain a die, a D4, which you can add to one ability check, before the next dawn. You already rolled.
Okay.
So yeah, you have a D4 that you can use on an ability check.
Is that
Oh.
essentially inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
And
gonna
the
click
seed kind of
inspiration.
burns and disappears.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, as me and Tiara are having this conversation, I'll be like, I would have.
What do you mean?
It's gone.
So you kind of feel like blessed. You're just like,
I'm
you're
all
feeling
tingly.
good, but
Like I can feel my fingers more.
Wait, what?
I mean, try and catch one and you'll see it's not here anymore.
Can
I didn't need it. It looked good, but I didn't.
okay? What? I guess I'm gonna try. Can I try to catch it again?
If she's
If
tiny,
not, I
she
just
can like
continue
get on
to
my
fail and
shoulders.
just look like a fool trying to catch it.
no, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Give me another dexterity check. Oh, you do catch a seed this time. So give me a D8. There, Tiara.
That's for the sycamore seeds, correct?
Yeah.
And then nothing happens with the dandelion seeds, right?
Something does, you don't know it yet. Okay, as soon as you catch the seed, it just turns into a gold piece. So you have 1 gold. Add 1 gold to your
This
Hey,
is
that
the
didn't happen for
weirdest
me.
seed like I've ever seen.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
just
try
got
to grab one of
tingly.
the seeds myself.
Wait, you just got tingly?
Yeah.
This is so weird.
The Jakar is gonna try to grab one
okay,
after seeing this gold piece for him.
dexterity check. Yeah, you catch one. Give me a 1d8. As you kind of swoop out, the sycamore seed's falling, and of course, you're pretty dexterous, and you kind of like go down, and basically you pick it up. It's probably not even close. You just kind of get it midair, and yeah, you also get a D4 die added to one ability check. So you kind of feel good. You feel like you can tackle on the world, but only once. Only in one small action, though.
You have one chance to tackle the world.
Is this just from
But there
them
too.
catching it? They're not consuming it or anything. They're just catching it and they get this feeling.
Okay, so for everyone watching, it'll be like, at least with Archie and Drakkar, they caught the seed, it kind of like burns in their hand. It like disintegrates in their hand, and they have a glow about them. With Tiara, she caught it, and it turned into a gold piece. And it basically, as soon as you catch it and before it hits the ground, it turns, and you see it does something. You're not really sure what though.
Okay, and that's fair. Thank you. That's what I was trying to understand is what Cagnar was witnessing.
Yeah, no, I've been skipping past a lot of that on accident.
Ugh. Dwarf. Ugh, what the... I'm gonna need to get a beer with you after this. This is way too much.
Still out of character. Remind me, Damrath, what race your character is.
I'm a human.
Okay, just wanted to verify, be sure.
Agreed, human. We need to go drink.
Okay. So you guys can move on away. I don't know if you guys want to go drink right now. It kind of seems like Kagar and Drakkar are kind of in the drinking mood. You were just discussing about basically trying to eavesdrop on Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Drillis basically said probably around the staff area is where they would be, where their wagon is. And yeah, right behind the big top. I mean, this is pretty easy knowledge. If you kind of want drinking and eating, I would probably go to the feasting orchard, which Tiara has been dying to go to.
Yeah,
But
I think the plan is to swing around the loop and hit one of the rides. Like there's the gondola swans, or you can go to the right and go to the dragonfly rides. And then we
Well-
can head to the feasting orchard right
Let,
after.
Weird.
let's
Riding
discuss
on a
character.
Yeah.
Good in character.
I would feel weird riding on a bird. But also, I already fly, so I don't know if riding on a bug would be better.
That's really funny.
That's like a lot of feelings right there. I love it. I love it. I don't really like fly, so I'm into the thing that sounds like I could fly.
Yeah, guys, I'm thinking that we go and we map it out and we try to find the just kind of go and experience. I want to experience everything. I want to check out everything now.
I think
Especially-
we'll meet the owners at some point if we're the best we could be.
At some point in time, I'm sure they'll be at the big top extravaganza thing too. So
But do we even know if they can help us? Even if we come speak to the owners, Mr. Light and Mr. Witch, what are they gonna do for us?
we don't know. That's the thing.
Get you back your smile? That sounds sad.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's go to the dragonfly rides.
Yeah,
Okay.
I suppose. Keep
And-
eye out for drinks. We grab stuff on the way.
Yes.
And Bjorn kind of like at that with his flat, I guess lips or whatever the opposite of a smile is, kind of storms off, and I'm assuming you guys all followed him to the dragonfly
wait.
rides.
Wait.
Did you
as
just
we're
ask
going-
the opposite of a smile?
No,
no.
I didn't want to say frown. I didn't want to say smile. It's just flat.
It's a flat
flat
lip. I'm essentially expressionless.
Yeah.
Are there any? There's no beer booze on the way, right? Out of character. Sorry.
On the map, I don't see anything that would resemble it.
What about that one that looks like a keg?
Yeah, it's a keg. It's
Oh
a
my
keg.
god, fine, it's a keg.
Keg.
Eh,
It can be
Dwarf!
You-
Over there.
You kind of see like this gnome operating it, and he looks so annoyed. Like all these drunk people are just like keep asking for wine and stuff. They're sloshing all over the place. But the gnome just carries out doing his job. So yeah,
Cagnar is going to run up to the booth, light in his eyes, just a glint of joy, smiling as he kind of trods on up, his chainmail jingling, and he's going to look for a menu. Is there any sort of menu or anything that says what they might have, or do I see what kind of drinks are available?
it's probably just the keg itself. There really is nothing there. Probably on the keg you probably get the smell of like a strong kind of mead, I would assume.
Okay. Is the gnome male or female in appearance?
Let's go female.
Ah, lass, can I get me a glass? Oh yes, and my friends too.
Okay, yes, okay. Here we are.
And she kind of like, she spills over the knob, and she's frantically doing all of this. She kind of grasps all 5 of them and and walks over to you. And she's kind of struggling to do all 5. There's a table in front of her that you guys are standing behind. She puts them down on the table and she goes,
That'll be 1 silver apiece.
I'm gonna take off my pack. I'm gonna root through it for my coin pouch, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull out. Let's see. So I only have 4 silver, so I'm gonna pull out a gold. So I'm gonna pull out a gold piece and put the gold piece on the table.
Okay.
Do you?
Is there any tip?
she looks at you,
You
Kengar.
said it was 5, and that's
Yeah.
half the gold piece. Yes, keep 2 gold pieces for yourself.
But you only gave me 1.
Silver.
Okay.
My bad. Add a character. Silver.
Yeah, she hands you the 2 silver back, and she gives you 3 silver back, keeps 2.
So like, I'm sorry. Do you guys like have like a rosé?
We have a keg.
So like, what
It's
about like
just the
Moscato?
keg. There's nothing
Okay,
else here.
So like
it's
a
just the
skinny
cake.
margarita.
There's just
You know-
mead in the keg.
okay.
You would probably have to go somewhere else for those delicacies.
Okay. Well, I'm sure one of these 2 large men would love a second drink. I'm good for it. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
I think the thing over there says 2 beers for you.
Cagnar is going to look very confused and distraught for a second, then his face will split into a grin, and he's going to give a small laugh and grab the second one, and with a cup in each hand, he's going to start chugging the one.
I'll toast. I'll toast this. To the Witchlight Carnival, I guess. Let's have some fun.
You know
I grab
what?
the freshly slammed empty one and raise it up.
So everyone, you're kind of drinking modestly, I would say.
Yeah. I like take little tiny sips with my beak.
Okay. Just for
I am
fun,
not drinking.
Khadgar, can you give me a constitution check? It's gonna be pretty easy because, I mean, you're a dwarf. You're used to drinking, but you're chugging those. Oh.
Oh.
You know what? No, it's only 2. It's early on the night. I'll give you advantage on that. So I will say, yeah, you tank these back. But I will say, even though that's a crit, I will kind of say, yeah, you would experience the effects of tipsiness. Not really, like barely. You're just like, ooh, everything's fun now.
So if there's an advantage, does that mean I roll twice and get the higher of the 2? Isn't that how advantage works?
Yeah.
It's 5e, and it does it automatically for you with every roll in roll
Yeah.
20.
So
That's
the
what the 2 numbers are.
first number is your first roll. Second one is your
Yep.
second one.
It just kind of automatically does that.
Yeah, we can change it if we want, but I just like the always roll advantage.
It's always nice to see what you could have had.
Yeah.
The pain.
There, thank you for explaining.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say, yeah, you handle it no problem. It's early in the night. You guys just got here. 2 beers isn't gonna, or 2 meads isn't gonna knock down any respectable dwarf. So yeah, you guys can continue.
Agnar, I don't think I've ever seen anybody drink mead that fast.
Oh, it's just enough to wet my whistle. Should we go another round?
No. We'll wait till the feasting orchard. I'm excited to see what you can do there, though. Let's go to the dragonfly rides.
Cagnar looks very forlorn at his empty glasses and follows them as they walk away.
I'll give him the rest of mine. Like, I really actually haven't had mead before. It's fine. It's different.
He's gonna grab it and down it, like pretty much just empty the whole glass.
All right.
Give me another con check. You would still have advantage. I'll still give you advantage.
Out of character,
14.
Cagnar drinks beer the same way I eat ice cream sandwiches. They're gone before I really want them to be gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're still just kind of tipsy. Probably a little bit more than before. But yeah, it's starting to. The drink is starting to affect. But nothing bad happens. You handle
That's
it
an
really well.
alcoholic trait, the advantage on drinking.
What?
Is this an alcoholic trait? Alcoholic feat.
It is now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you walk up. Cagnar's downing all of these beers. He's 3 meads deep. Everyone else is kind of like sipping on them, and you guys walk up. You walk up to the Dragonfly Rise. You see huge lily pads resting on the surface of a pool, glistening with a phosphorescent glowing algae. Giant dragonflies are using the lily pads as landing platforms, buzzing loudly overhead with wings as brilliant as stained glass windows. They fly over and pick up excited passengers. Near the entrance, you see a smiling tree that turns your way and beckons you over. A red squirrel is clinged on his on his leafy canopy. And what you can notice is this is actually, this whole time, that tree ant was basically following you guys, and he is basically standing at this, the one you got the gifts from is standing at the entrance of the dragon rides. What
Is
do?
it the same sycamore tree? Oh my
It's
gosh.
the same one. Yes.
Oh my
Does he
cool.
have a squirrel with him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Squirrels.
How are these people riding the dragonflies? Are they on the back? Are they being lifted by their legs?
They're sitting on the dragonfly.
One dragonfly ride, please.
I need to see your ticket. Need to see your ticket.
Bjorn offers him his ticket.
Okay. Grabs one ticket, clips it.
Cagnar offers his.
Okay. Clip. Archie and
Tiara.
well, yeah, Tiara, clip.
Actually, I want to stay behind and just talk to the tree.
Okay. And Drakkar.
I have no interest in trying to fly something like that.
Suit yourself.
Okay, yeah. So that's 3 ticket stamps for the 3 of you. Tiara, Cagnar, and Bjorn. There we go. Okay, yeah. So you guys go all over. You go basically towards this dock, and you let me move this map over. You head over to this dock. You're standing in line. Everything seems to be normal, but then all of a sudden, you kind of hear this while you're waiting in line. You kind of hear this loud. It's not really loud, but it's like everyone's starting to panic in front of you. And I guess that's where we will go to a break because we're about at the halfway mark, and it's a cliffhanger, and I learned from the best. So yeah, I'm assuming we'll do like a 5-minute break, and then we'll go for like another hour and a half, maybe 2, and we'll end around 5:30. Is that good for you all?
Sounds
Screams of panic as they come towards the from like the lily pads in the dock area. You kind of noticed we need the carnival music again. Actually,
Did know.
yeah. You guys you hear the focus. I'm assuming you guys all look towards the panicking.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you see basically there's this dwarf with a blue beard. He's like hanging off by his foot. The dragonfly just took off prematurely, but the dwarf wasn't really strapped in. And this dragonfly is kind of like, it's staying ground level, but it's kind of like dragging this dwarf all around, and it's kind of coming towards you. Can you all give me a perception check? Okay. I believe only a Drakhar sees this. You see this bird-like creature. You would probably know it's like a kenku. It kind of looks like it's muttering under its breath, and it's kind of like staring directly at this this creature. And you kind of get a sense that this is probably that kenku is the one who kind of scared the dragonfly, so it's going off. And as you guys do anything while this dragonfly kind of whizzes past you with this dwarf.
We lost Blaze.
That's okay. He's reconnecting. His internet went out. Should be back in a few minutes.
Okay, it didn't break any of the cameras, so we're still good.
Yep.
So yeah, this dragonfly is coming by. This dwarf is kind of like hanging basically by the foot. Think of what are the stirrups for horses? Welcome back. The stirrup with the horses, and yeah, it's kind of flying towards you and past you. Do you all do anything?
So Drakkar is going to start running towards the dwarf and the dragonfly to help them. But while he does this, he is going to call out the creature, the bird creature over there.
So wait, what are
I'll
you doing?
try and unbind my wings and take to the air to cut off the dragonfly.
Yeah, as soon as Drakkar, you kind of like try to call out at this kenku, the kenku kind of like runs away and disappears into the crowd. What were you saying, Amber, Archie?
Start to unbind my wings and take to the air.
Okay. So Drakkar, I'm gonna say you were too busy. This dragonfly's flying pretty fast. I would say you're probably too busy and focused of like calling out at them. Tiara, are you gonna be doing anything as this dragonfly flies past you?
Like how close is the dragonfly to me, I guess?
It looks like it's gonna like go right past you.
So would I be able to jump onto it? Like I have an ability called Rabbit Hop, which allows me to rabbit hop and try to get onto the dragonfly.
Yeah, you can try that.
Okay.
Yawn or Kanga. As this dwarf hanging from the stirrup, and dragonfly's gonna fly right past you. Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and grab onto it.
Okay.
My internet kicked off on me, and I lost the first part about that.
That's
Yeah.
what you get for being tipsy.
Right.
So basically,
It's a round of initiative.
so basically, this you heard the panic. Everyone kind of sees this dragonfly taking off towards land, towards you all, waiting in line. This dwarf is kind of hanging off of the dragonfly. His leg is caught into the stirrup or whatever the foothold is, for like horse saddles. And basically this dragonfly is in panic. The dwarf wasn't properly strapped in. Drakkar did notice, and he did call out that there was a kenku that looked really suspicious. But yeah. And this dragonfly is flying past you all towards land, towards different tents and stuff. Are you gonna do anything, or
How far above it is it from Kagnar's head?
I mean, it's probably in distance. It's the dragonfly's not flying too far up. It's just it's flying away, and it's probably going to be a couple feet away from you all.
Fair. Okay, yeah, no, Cagnar's just going to watch it and follow it with his eyes to see if he can see where it's going.
Okay. So Bjorn, Archie, and Chiara. Actually, Tiara, give me acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Yeah, first.
Okay, but because I'm using my rabbit hop ability here to
Oh, is
jump
it-
up onto it.
Okay, yeah.
I put it into there. So do you still need me to do it or?
Yeah, well, you're jumping on a flame.
Okay,
Uh,
I got that.
an 8. You jump, you don't land on it, but you kind of get in the way of the dragonfly, kind of slowing it down. But you do not successfully land on it. And still with Tiara, Archie, and Bjorn, can you all give me animal handling checks as you are all trying to slow down, stop this beast?
I'm probably gonna take out my dagger and try and cut the stirrup.
Okay. That would
with
be
my-
sleight of hand.
Okay. Go, roll,
Oh
go.
my god.
I got some okay roll bonuses.
Okay. So now Tiara jumps up, unfortunately misses the jump. However, it kind of calms the beast, and then Bjorn just like runs up and just startles the dragonfly all over again. However, Archie's able to kind of up above, out of the dragonfly's vision. Archie swoops down and gracefully actually cuts the stirrup, and the dwarf falls down into basically a tent, crashing down the tent. And yeah.
It's gonna
That's
be like, oh shit, should I have caught him? Oh, it's fine.
yeah. But yeah. So that's basically all that goes. The dwarf gets up angrily. He's like, "Oh no, it just took off. It just took off. What?" And he's like trying to like get the tent off of him as he's like trying to like get up out of the wreckage.
I kind of can I rush over and be like, oh my gosh, like are you like okay? Like it looked like you fell pretty hard there. I just want to make sure that you're like.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I just, it was just a couple feet, but the tent blocked my landing. But oh man,
Can I
that's
do
an attraction down.
An aura check.
Sure. Give me an insight.
What vibe?
An 11. He has his adrenaline pumping. He was pretty frightened, but he's not. Now that he's off, he's on the ground. It's not like he's going to be flying into the sky anymore. His boots are on the ground, so he's actually kind of content now.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you're like doing okay, that your like auras are aligned and your chakras are all in place.
What?
He kind of looks at you puzzled.
You know, like your chakras, like you've got like your 5 chakras. Do you still have all 5 of them?
I don't know.
Okay, well that's a really big problem. We need to talk after this carnival. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'll be back to you. Don't worry, okay?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he just like kind of gets up. He's kind of like stretches it off, and flies off. You probably now don't see where this Kenku is. They kind of like disappeared and ran off. But yeah, and can you all give me perception checks?
Oh my god.
Okay, Bjorn, you don't know. You don't understand anything.
That's the theme of today, apparently.
I'm gonna give this to you all. So at this point, Yeah, and even Kagnar, you get it too. This creepy music that's playing, you kind of start to recall, it sounds different from when you first entered in the carnival. It seems more dark and spooky. And everyone kind of like walking around seems a bit more gloomy. There's not really any shooting stars in the sky. It's all just kind of dark and cloudy. And everyone just doesn't really seem that happy.
Were there shooting stars before?
Yeah, there was a bunch of stars and stuff, but now it's like really cloudy and overcast. And yeah, it's basically just a pitch black sky now. Where before, like, yeah, there was probably a couple shooting stars. It's not like every second you see a shooting star, but it's like every so often you can kind of see.
Is that normal, or is that just like the carnival? In the carnival, we saw that.
It was just in the carnival, but now it's gone.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, the chaos has ended. Everyone's kind of calming down. The dwarf gets up, pats himself off, like I said, and stretches out a little bit. He like mutters off. Everyone, shockingly enough, kind of like slumbers back over to the ride, and everyone's getting back on the rides. You guys want to get back on the ride? Do you want to do something else now?
Tiara, real quick. The stars have disappeared. What does that mean with your star signs?
What, like, it was already kind of hard to tell what was going on with the stars, because when the stars are moving, it's like, I don't have a map for that. Like, what? But now that it's overcast, it's just like, I'm just kind of relying on my memory, and I just kind of started. So, like, it's probably fine. Like, I still know that, like, Venus is rising, which is like really good for fertility and stuff like that. So if you're looking to get anybody pregnant, now's probably a good time.
Everyone looks very sad. No one looks to be getting pregnant here.
Well, I'm just trying to help you if that's what you were trying to do, and if you're not, it's okay, you know.
Do we notice if it's actually clouds?
Or is it just pitch black?
No, yeah, it looks like it's clouds. But
Okay.
the when you guys first got here, like, there was mist and cloudy stuff like forming all around. Kind of, it was twilight when you first got here, so it was kind of like misty and overcasty and like kind of spooky, but it was a pretty cheerful mood. But yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but after watching that dwarf get dragged through the ground across the ground for a while, I don't really want to ride a dragonfly anymore. Would you guys like to go to the carousel or the feasting orchard?
Like, we already punched our tickets, and like, it still sounds like a lot of fun to me. So I'm still gonna go on it.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Let's go, Khadgar.
Okay, so you guys.
You're right. We did punch the tickets.
Yep.
It can't be that bad, right? Right?
Flying's not that scary.
Yeah,
The lack
fun.
of experience from my brother there does not mean that we are not experienced enough. Let's go!
Okay, so you guys, when this happened, you were like just next in line, so it was kind of a bummer. And like I said, your tickets were already a stomp. So you guys go up, you're next in line. You walk up to these giant lily pads floating, and these giant dragonflies are kind of sit there, and their wings are kind of all different colors. They're like stained glass. And the tree ant who you got the gifts from kind of helps Bjorn, Tiara, and Khadgar onto the different dragonflies. He goes into a whole laborious process of like strapping you in. You seem pretty well strapped in. So like that thing you saw with the dwarf, it kind of seemed like it happened during takeoff, or like right before takeoff. So you're all strapped in and you are ready to go. These giant dragonflies kind of swoosh up into the air and bat their wings, and they go from lily pad to lily pad to lily pad. However, you guys do notice that you guys do have reins in your hands. Right now, the dragonflies seem to be following their own path, but you feel that maybe if you can control the beast, you can go anywhere you want. What do you do?
I kind of want to fly around.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the reins on this bad bitch, and we're gonna go.
Okay.
Sorry,
so
I forgot. Is your stream curse friendly?
yeah.
All right, let's go on this bad bitch.
Okay. Bjorn and Kanga, what are you gonna be doing?
I'm gonna take lily pads, and I will be just fine with that. This is very amazing. It's very cool, but like I'm gonna hold the reins. But I'm not gonna direct him anywhere.
Cagnar is going to do about the same. He's going to be giggling the whole time, constantly grabbing at his shield that keeps slipping from his shoulder, and just holding on to the range and almost shaking them a little bit with excitement.
Okay. Then you guys are just merrily on your way. Like you said, you're all joyful. Maybe Bjorn's still like a little like, what's gonna happen? That dwarf like just fell off. And Tiara, can you give me a animal handling check?
19.
You succeed. You can do whatever you want. There's just like a lake all over the place. You can take the dragonfly and go a little bit higher, but this dragonfly seems to be listening to where you tug the reins. You can't fly like away or anything. Like the dragonfly is still trained to stay here, but you can anywhere in the.
How close can I get to the staff area? Is that too far?
It's like the other side of the carnival on the other side of the big top, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like half
why I'm
half the
asking.
carnival.
You can try and go real high
I'm
and
not
see
going
over
into
it.
any, like misty areas.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm trying to. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, yellow. Yeah, you can do that. However, I will say once you get to the staff area, and if you want to try to fly back, you will do another animal handling check, or you can jump off.
Okay. Yeah.
And the dragonfly will fly back. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
you fly over. The normal crowd. Do you guys react in any way when you see Tiara just like fly off towards
Yes.
the mainland?
Yes. Cagnar is going to look and point with one hand and scream towards Bjorn. Where the hell is she going?
I have no idea. That's so reckless. Why? And why would you go so high?
I'm trying to have a conversation with the tree.
What if the dragonfly is going wild again? We need to go save her, Bjorn.
Well, I'm convinced that's user error at this point. But if we can, you know what? I'm like, forget it, and I'm gonna try and steer off
Oh, okay.
and chase.
Cagnar is also going to try to steer off and chase the two of them.
Okay, give me animal handling checks.
You know what? I'm gonna use my lucky feet and roll again.
You can't do
'Cause-
that. Lucky's only on fails.
And
On
abilities. No, lucky feet. I can use it whenever.
Oh, okay.
Like once a
fine.
day, though, right?
3 times
man.
a day.
Freaking drunk dwarf and a dragonfly. This is going to go well.
You
So-
know what? I'll
You're
change it
underneath
up.
the lake. It's fine for now.
Bear, I have an ability called Fey Presence,
Okay.
which
What does it
gives
do?
me the ability to charm creatures, each creature in my area. Could I possibly charm the dragonflies to fly us over there? And make them like
I
a little
will
more
allow that. yeah.
docile?
Yeah.
Okay. They have to beat my DC, which is what is that 8 plus proficiency plus my charisma modifier, so 14.
You could do
Yeah, but it's
Bjorn's
only
as
one
well.
creature. It's only
Wait,
one
no,
creature.
sorry.
Or no,
It's
each creature in a 10-foot
Yeah.
cube. I would say you guys are probably close enough.
Okay. So I kind of sit up in my spot. Fear not, Cagnar, for I will take us there. These dragonflies will fly us there with no problem.
Okay.
And then my body kind of like, I get this kind of like glow to myself. My ears start to point. I start to look a little more elegant and just generally fey-like.
Ooh.
I'm gonna kick my feet are gonna like kick off the side, like kind of like hopping like a kid on a swing, chainmail jingling and just giggling.
Yeah. I will say, when you guys were doing that, there was like a brief second where both Bjorn and Khadgar looked like they were like about to like fall off, and then Bjorn did this, and it seems like the dragonflies like kind of swooped under you to pick you back up, and you guys start flying over and following Tiara. However, we're going to go back just a little bit in time. And Archie, you said you are talking to the tree ant. What are you going to be trying to talking about?
I used to live in a sycamore tree like you.
What?
Nothing. This is a cool ride. How long have you worked here?
Oh, long while. We're one big happy family here.
It's nice.
Yeah.
We're hoping to meet the owners, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. I'm super excited about that crowning, and this is fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mr. and Witch and Mr. Light, yeah, they're probably going to be in their wagon until probably the Big Top event. Did you know they're not actually from the Feywild? It's interesting, but I mean, like I said, we're all one big happy family here. But yeah, you can probably find them at the Big Top event, or
If he starts to like notice the dragonflies flying away, I will try and talk more and distract him if he seems concerned.
Okay, so roll me a deception, I want to say.
It's actually D.
Yep.
Alright.
So yeah, now all of this is happening. They're like flying away. This is probably the moment where Tiara is just flying off, and Bjorn and Khadgar are starting to freak out a bit. And yeah, you kind of like direct his attention back to you and not towards the flying, as you kind of catch this in the corner of your eye. And he goes,
Yeah, just asking if they're from the Feywild, where are they from? And
"Oh, I don't really know.
well, where
but-
are you from?
I'm from the Feywild, but I live here at the carnival now, and we go around to all the plains every year.
Oh, that's cool. What's your favorite?
Probably just the Feywild one. It's nice and shiny there and mystical and magical.
At this point, I think I'm just trying to distract him, but just asking questions. How'd you design the saddles?
Okay. He's like, "Oh, I didn't design them. I just run the tickets things here. You know, I gotta chip in for the carnival. Yeah. If you
I
want to
probably
meet,
should. Did you notice everyone's sad? Is that normal?
yeah, well, Mr. Light's not gonna like it. He's not gonna like it one bit. He's only happy with the whole carnival's happy. It's the mood. Everyone's mood is brought up and down by different acts and stuff, but guess today's
gotta
not a
make-
good year.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's just a
Is
lot
that a
of
Fey
things.
thing?
No, there's just a lot of things going wrong. The door fell into the tent. Everyone's just not really in high spirits, I guess. And things are just happening all over the place. Everyone seems stressed.
Oh,
You know what?
why?
I don't know. Mr. Light probably is stressed because no one's really happy.
They should try the cotton candy. That was good.
Okay. And then it probably goes on with like random babbling about like, oh, how can we do this? How can we do that? What's all this stuff?
Yeah.
And yeah, so you, Tiara, probably at this point, you're probably over the staff area. There's quite a bit of panic. In the staff area, you kind of just see there's one wagon that is guarded by a, what's the thing called? A bugbear, I believe, and a jester. They're kind of standing out guard of this wagon. The staff area seems empty. Do you do anything? And you, Bjorn and Kagar, you are catching up as Tiara is kind of circling over the staff area.
Yeah, so all I'm kind of looking for is like kind of the easiest way to get into that location and just trying to get a better layout of it if we would need to sneak in.
To be honest, everything seems to be in like full swing at this carnival. There's only the bugbear is guarding the wagon, and I believe the jester's kind of like walking around, also kind of guarding the wagon, but nothing really. You can notice in the wagon the lights are on, or a lighting is coming from the windows of the wagon.
But like to get into the actual staff area itself,
it's all hedged off. Give me a perception check. A crit. So very luckily, at the same moment you're flying over, you notice the jester kind of walks towards this hedge, and the hedge itself, it completely envelops the entire staff area. And it's about a 10-foot tall, 3-foot thick hedge. But when this jester creature was walking up, the hedge splits apart. The jester walks through, and then it closes up again. But other than that, I mean, you could just fly right in. You do kind of remember, I believe it was, I forget who it was. I do believe somebody said, the hedge opens, or it was Drilla. The hedge opens up for, Witchlight hands only.
Is there any way like I would know whether this is like magical plants or if this is just kind of like natural plant life type of thing? I don't know if that's...
Yeah, no, I mean, seeing it like split open perfectly for that gesture, you can kind of tell these are magical plants. It's honestly part of the carnival itself, you would assume, and not like it grew from the ground.
Okay. And then the hedge is completely surrounded. There's no other way to get into it.
Correct. There is, the big top has a circular tent like kind of connecting to it. But if you're entering in from the outside, it's wrapped all the way around, with no really open areas. And I will say what you see on the map is kind of exactly what I'm going to go off of. So if you see anything on the map, you can play off of that too. And probably at this point, I would probably say maybe a little less joyful. I don't know. I'll let them describe. But Kagar and Bjorn, you kind of fly up and are alongside Tiara.
Yeah, I was like essentially just doing like a big swing around to like get a good look at it, and then I was probably on my way back to the lily pads.
Okay.
Oh, so would you say that Tiara probably turns around by the time we catch up, and then we have to immediately turn back and follow? Would that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys.
Okay.
My Thermacul's hammer! We're here to save you, Tiara!
Tiara, what are you doing? And like
I'm like taking a look at like the big top. It's like so cute. And also, did you guys know like the staff area is like right there, and like we could just like zoom. We'll talk back on the ground, okay, guys? Let's go.
That would be a lot. I would prefer to talk back on the ground. Out of character, do you want us to roll an animal handling to get back?
Yeah. No, they're charmed for you. But Tiara,
Okay.
thanks for reminding me. Tiara, actually, you roll an animal handling. Yeah, you do it perfectly
21.
fine. Yeah. You're just a
Handling
master. Yeah, everything's going swimmingly. I would still say they're still charmed. Cause
Okay. So we're just going back to land. So
The charm only lasts until the end of the next turn.
yeah, but I imagine it didn't take us long to get over here.
yeah, I would say, yeah, probably in like 6-ish seconds. You know what? Yeah. So it lasted long enough for you guys to get there. So yeah, you two roll me animal handling checks. That was actually what I was checking. Bjorn, you're fine. Khadgar, if you could give me
Oh, thank
animal
God.
handling.
Yeah, 1 second. Animal handling should be here.
Oh no.
It's not a bad failure. You kind of like, you feel like you kind of spook the dragonfly, and it kind of is like going back and forth, and it kind of flies near the ground, and you can either keep with this thing until it hits the ground, or you can jump off and be kind of fine, but you cannot fly back.
Fair enough. All right.
You can walk back, but
Let's go with something fun and say, since my shield is slung up over one shoulder, it keeps slipping. I get a grab for it and slip off the saddle and roll to my feet.
okay, yeah. And yeah, you want to describe it anymore, or?
Yeah, we'll say I go to reach for my shield again, muttering again about surface dwellers, and I slip, curse, and as I stumble and hit the ground, I roll over my one shoulder and fumble, almost face planting into the ground, and start waving my fist at the dragonfly as I kind of trot along back down the path towards the dragonfly ride.
Yeah, and the dragonfly Khadgar was on, kind of like, it does kind of hit the ground and then like kind of gets back up a little bit, and it flies back towards the dragonfly area. Tiara and Bjorn, do you guys just fly back?
I guess as we're flying back, I'm like, Khadgar, are you okay?
And you see Khadgar like muttering, and if Khadgar wants to respond to you guys, he can.
There's some
Okay.
generous fist shaking. I witnessed that as well.
Yes. Very unperceivable what is being said. Definitely something in Dwarvish, and definitely with a lot of vehemence.
Yeah. Okay. And then yeah, as all this happens, the Treant doesn't even know, because the Treant and Archie are still talking together. I will say, Archie, you figure out that the Treant's name is Northwind, and the
Did you say
squirrel's
Northwind?
yeah, Northwind, and the squirrel's name is Red.
Does the squirrel talk?
Yes. Would you like to know the squirrel's backstory?
Sure.
Okay. He's actually the beneficiary of a druid's awakening spell. That is just
Oh my god, we have so
everlasting.
much in common.
Yeah. And yeah, he just continues talking to you. At first the squirrel was kind of skittish, but everything's fine now. And you're probably wrapping up that conversation as Tiara and Bjorn basically kind of sneakily fly back in. Khadgar, it's probably going to be like a couple minutes before you get back, but
I say, if he tells me that, like Drakkar is still there listening, like I'll let him know, like I was also kind of that, like, but like they went a little farther and tried to get me human, which kind of worked, but then he disappeared. So that's
Drakkar,
why
Drakkar, I
yeah.
didn't forget. Or what are you doing?
Do I witness all this occurring? Do I see
Probably
this
yes.
dwarf?
Yeah. I got excited because Archie was like, I'm gonna talk to the ant. I'm like, finally.
So I'm like half listening to her talk to this, and but at the same time, like watching them fly off. I'm like really just sort of like quietly just watching them, and then like I see the whole fiasco coming back, and I see of course the door falling from the sky again, going. Dwarves should never fly.
Oh boy. And is that you hear like a yip from a dog somewhere in the carnival. But yeah, did you do anything, or are you just taking all the information?
I'm more awestruck by all what's going on than anything.
Yeah, and at this point, yeah, I would say Tiara and Bjorn, you kind of go back. Drakhar's just sitting there like quite like so confused. And Archie's just talking the ear off of a treant and a red squirrel.
I'd say as soon as we hit the ground, I'd probably run back out to look for Cagnar.
Friend red squirrel.
Cagnar is grabbing a mead on the way, so I'm going to stop to that gnome again and grab another mead. That was a silver for a mead, right?
Yeah, she's actually gonna look at you and she's like, this one's on the house, because you probably fell like right next to the mead and stood
Nice.
up. And
It was all planned.
she's like
Someone
sitting there
saying
like,
it's convenient that he fell off his dragonfly there.
so yeah, give me another con check.
Another con check? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Constitution. Come on, we're a drinker. We can handle this. Let's go.
Yeah, you handle it fine. But I would probably say I'll let you control it, but you're starting to feel drunk, I would say.
Absolutely. No, that makes sense. That's part of his weakness. I got to play to the character's strengths and weaknesses.
But you're still, the lights are still on, so you're good to go. Okay. Yeah, and Bjorn, you see like Khadgar sitting there. He literally like Captain America's his shield and like does a tumble with the shield hitting the ground first. Gets up, he goes, grabs another mead. Probably, I would assume, Khadgar, do you just chug this one too?
Oh yeah, I got to catch back up with my friends. I just need the beer for healing, so I gotta chug that mead to make myself feel better.
Yeah, and so Bjorn, you see Khadgar chug it, and he's kind of like slowly walking back. Yeah,
Cagnar, I'm glad you don't look like you've been messed up by that fall. I was worried about you. Let's head back.
Hey, maybe the ground will think twice before hitting me again.
I laugh, but I also don't. My face is just deadpan.
Nice.
It's uncomfortable for everybody. Let's go to the feasting orchard next. I could totally smash some food right now.
So, while I was landing, I was taking a little bit more time. I was wondering if I could do a couple tricks before I landed on the lily pad to try to get some joy into this crowd.
Hold on, let me check. Dun. Wait, what? Oh, here we go. Yeah, you know what? If you succeed an animal handling check, another one, I will allow you to do that. That just succeeds. So
Yes.
I will give it to you. And what you
I do a little corkscrew before I land on the lily pad.
Yeah. And what you do notice is the music kind of goes back to a little bit more cheerful. Still kind of like it's twilightly fey, mystical, magical. But people start to be a bit more content now. Clouds are starting to clear up in the sky. And it looks like people they're not having as much fun as they can have, but they're starting to have fun again. They're not all dreary.
Wait, so we noticed a direct correlation between
Yeah.
TR doing tricks, and then all of a sudden it like just feels more lively, right? Or should I do perception to see if I catch that? Or insight, I guess, would also probably be.
Let's do another perception. Because you're perceiving.
God damn it.
You don't perceive anything.
Can
And
I
yeah,
also do a
Tiara,
perception check
you-
just to...
I would say no, because you thought of it as a player by yourself to
Okay.
do that, and
Nice.
it did work. I will say you guys, you all do have the inkling that stuff affects the mood, overall mood. However, I'm gonna say TR is probably the only one that notices that they can do it. But yes. Okay, so you guys all meet back together. You're probably in a group. Treants talked off your ear. I will give Drakkar and Archie. I was kind of putting this in a little bit. I would probably say that the Treant sapling has also mentioned that the carnival cannot run without Mr. Witch's pocket watch. I hope he never loses it. And he's also said there's well, this one I've already mentioned. There's nothing Mr. Light likes more than a sea of smiling faces. A happy carnival makes him happy. So those are kind of two things that you guys got during that conversation with him.
But none of the
Also,
rest of us would
that's
know because we weren't there for it.
Yeah. I believe. No, yeah, because the conversation didn't start till you guys all flew away. But yeah, and that's kind of where we're at. Some people in the crowd are just kind of like in awestruck, like kind of clapping as Tiara like does her corkscrew and lands perfectly on the lily pad. Treant and Red are kind of lost in conversation. The Treant really seems just super carefree and laid back. And yeah, what do you guys do from there?
Have we all kind of met back up again?
Yeah,
What'd you
I
say?
would say so. Yeah, enough time has passed.
Do you guys want to go get some food? We've kind of been walking around for a little bit. I'm kind of hungry. We go to the feasting orchard.
That sounds so great. The goblin really liked that.
But wait a minute here. See here, young lady.
Cagnar points at Tiara.
What do you think going off like that? Borrowing dragonflies and whatnot, putting yourself in danger.
Well, like, we were like on dragonflies, and like it was called Dragonfly Ride, so I was just gonna ride a dragonfly, and it was like really fun. And then while I was flying, I was like, oh my god, like we were talking about the staff area, and I was like, maybe I can check it out, you know? And then I checked it out, and then I thought that you guys had like the same idea, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so great. But like I didn't know that you guys didn't ride like the dragonfly as well. So like I'm very sorry that like you fell and stuff. Like, are you okay? Do you need any like I can make like these like berries that are like really good and like usually make you feel like way better. So like if you need something, just like let me know and I can like give you a berry and it'll help you like a lot.
No.
He waves his hand in the air,
Just be more careful next time.
crosses his arms, and looks very stern, even though his eyes are still slightly unfocused.
Like I don't want to be that person, but like I did totally fine and like you were the one that was getting in trouble, so like maybe you should be a little bit more careful next time. Like I did a corkscrew on my dragonfly and like everybody applauded me and you just kind of like fell in front of that mead stand. So like let's just like All right, like I'm just
Let's
trying to be
go
real, okay?
get some cupcakes.
Yar, Kagnar was just worried about you when you flew off out of nowhere.
And Khadgar, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Like you like feel like you need to protect me, but like I'm an independent woman. Like I'm a bad bitch.
All right, now you're being rude, Tiara. Let's go to the
Sorry,
feasting orchard.
Somebody needs some food.
Khadgar, I've got a round of cupcakes on me to apologize. Is that okay?
Does anyone speak Dwarvish in the group, real quick?
I do.
Okay. So then all you hear is Kagnar mutter something in Dwarvish. Sounds a little annoyed, but nothing too serious, but just some grumbling.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, it's a short walk. You probably have this conversation on your way there. Again, like everything's kind of. You do kind of notice like all the trees kind of, basically unfurling, like basically being more green again. Like I said, the skies were clearing a little bit. The grass is kind of green, and you're just following this circular path, going along the way, following this map that you have. As you walk up, music and mirth radiate from this park. The heady scents of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruits from trees, musicians drum and pipe and strum, and everywhere there is singing and dancing and an inordinate amount of custard. And you kind of see a table out in the distance. It has a bunch of just cupcakes on it. And yeah, go from there. What do you guys do?
I go up to whoever looks like is running this place, and I'm going to try to order a round of cupcakes.
So the person in charge is, I'm gonna probably say it's just kind of like a normal average human male, working a ticket booth. I believe, wait, let me, oh yeah. He's like, go on in, there's foods, a nice park, you can walk around, have fun, watch everything, do whatever. The cupcakes are actually for a cupcake eating contest. I can take a stamp ticket punch out of there, and you guys can join the cupcake eating contest. Whoever eats the most cupcakes wins a cupcake.
My ticket flies out of my pocket.
Like,
We win a cupcake?
hold on, dear.
Eating
Like, can I?
It's a magic cupcake.
Can I like give up some of my punches for my friends here?
Yeah, sure. A deal's a deal. As
Okay,
long as
yeah,
we punch.
This is on me. Apologies for like just going off and trying to like check things out. So I will give up 5 punches.
Oh wow. Okay. So are all of you gonna participate then?
Wait, do you just need to punch to participate in the cupcake eating contest, or do you just like punch to like get food?
No, yeah, it's to participate in the pie eating contest. You guys can go and like buy foods. It's kind of like the normal kind of. It's just a lot of musicians are playing, live musicians. You notice like strumming the music and stuff like all around the edges. In the middle, there's all these tables. There are a couple concession stands where people are sitting down and eating, but kind of like towards the back, towards that standing up barrel, probably inside, there's just a big table and a bunch of chairs and cupcakes sitting everywhere.
Okay.
So you can pay for food, or you can.
Who wants to go into that cupcake eating contest? Bjorn, you look like you were into it. Khadgar?
I'm here for that.
Okay. Khadgar?
Yeah, I don't know about eating a whole bunch of cupcakes. Now, if it's a drinking contest, I'm in.
What if you imagined you were drinking cupcakes?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. I'll get your food then. Does anybody else want to go and try to eat a lot?
What are those
Try.
delectables?
Wait, Drakar, you've never seen cupcakes before?
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna get you into that.
Oh,
I feel like I've seen them, but I don't feel like I've eaten a whole cupcake before. So
Are they as delightful as that stuff and the stick that we just ate before?
they're better in my opinion. They're much more satisfying.
Lead the way.
Okay, so I'm gonna get for you three then, and then Khadgar, me and you can just have a drink at the bar.
Now you're talking.
All right, great. So I'll take 3 punches
Okay.
out.
Archie, as they're having this conversation, I'm gonna say, let's go. Let's go with an elf. Kind of walks up to you, kind of like hooks your arm, and is merrily dancing. What do you do?
what?
With
My arm?
like kind of like hoops your arm with their arm. Is kind of
No.
like merrily dancing.
Yeah. What did you say? Hooked my arm though?
An elf. Elf hooks your arm.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know
starts
what I heard.
dancing. What do you do?
I will awkwardly also start trying to dance
Okay.
with my feet, which
Okay.
I'm used to.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of bards like playing music along the side. You two are just dancing, having fun.
Probably have never danced before.
Do you want to give me acrobatics check? I would say. It's not going to be anything. It's
I
an
mean-
easy check.
Yeah, if it's acrobatics, let's go.
You, even though you haven't danced before, you literally like you outshow this elf. And after probably
so
like
into it.
after like a minute or two, the elf kind of like unhooks their arm and goes to the next person and basically does the same exact thing. And I will even say the music is a bit more cheerier.
I'll try and continue dancing with people whenever he leaves me, because I'm in.
You
This is my thing now.
You can do that, but sure. You can
Heck, I'll
dance.
jam. Can I dance too?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
yeah.
dance with Archie.
Bjorn to dance.
Okay, you guys dance and
Can I use performance?
sure. Oh yeah, I guess that's the better one.
Why? Why is this happening?
Yeah, you're out there like doing the sprinkler, and everyone's just like, "What are you doing?" But everyone still seems to be having a good time, and nothing really changes. So we're gonna do the pie eating contest. You guys can continue dancing. I will be nice and say you really don't notice any other differences from everything going on. Kind of seems that because Archie give me an insight, even though I may have 10. Yeah, you're not really sure. You're just like I kind of, you're kind of on the same thought as Bjorn and Donut of like, let's just dance, because that brings up the mood, which it does. But yeah, so we're gonna go to this pie eating contest, cupcake eating contest. Who is in it again? It's Bjorn,
Bjorn,
Archie,
Archie,
and
and
Drakar. Okay.
and then Khadgar and Tiara are going to go to the bar and get however many glasses we need to watch it. Like, just, yeah.
Okay. As you two line up, or you three line up at this table, you look over to your right, and there's two other contestants. I'm totally not. One is Dafir Spring Smile, which he politely introduces himself. He seems like a nice enough person. And the other one will be Dafir. He kind of looks like a young, he has his brown hair kind of like spiked up in the front a little bit. Brown hair. He is half elf. He's wood elf. And yeah, and then the other one is Zahara Deathhand. Black hair, really roguish. You're like, why are you even here? But it kind of seems she's just a normal human. But yeah, those are your two components. And I will say, you can eat 3 plus your constitution modifier cupcakes and be completely fine. So, how many cupcakes does that mean you all eat?
6.
Oh. We don't roll for this? Never mind.
No. Well, you do, but you can safely. That's just that's what you start at.
This is the safe amount.
Oh, so I can. Do I roll for if I go over that, or
Yeah,
how does it work?
just write down the number.
I think we can push our luck. Is my guess.
Yes,
Like,
you can push.
we
your
can
luck.
safely eat 6, and then we're gonna see if we want to keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Side.
So you can safely eat 6. I can safely eat 4. I'm gonna try and eat 6.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Let me. Dafir and Zavara. I hit caps lock. Zavara. Okay, I'm gonna put those in there for now. Okay, yes. So this is how it works. Basically, you're going to be giving me a con check, which we have 60 seconds. You will be giving me a con check. You have to beat a DC of 10. Otherwise, you take 1d8 custard damage. If you get to 0 hit points, you lose and are covered in custard. You're not actually dead, but you're covered in custard. So, I believe 360, that's 20 rounds. Wait, Draghart.
10 rounds, isn't it?
Oh, 10 rounds. Wait. No, 3 seconds for a cupcake.
That's 20.
20, yeah. But we'll just do 10 because 20 seems a lot. We're kind of getting close to where you guys need to be getting to go. So everyone give me con checks for the first round.
Saving
Round
throws
one.
or checks?
Actually, I think you're right. I think it is. Yeah, Constitution saving. My bad.
Sweet.
And this is
Boy,
13.
covered in custard.
So Bjorn and Drakkar, you take 1d8 damage. And Zahara and Dafir both eat 1 more, so they're at 6 and 5. You guys
I'm
take
at
7
7.
damage.
Oh my, what?
Oof.
Oof. Okay.
They out?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So you guys are good. Give me another round of con checks. Ooh, Zahara fails 1.
I did not expect to like not meet so much.
Dafir eats it again. Dafir's at 7.
Why?
Bjorn is just like, I don't know what it is. Your tummy just hurts.
Stop trying to put the cupcake in your ear. It goes there.
So yeah,
It's been like this all day.
Dafir, the wood elf, human with brown spiky hair, he's also plowing through these. However, I believe Archie, you are still 1 ahead of him. And Drakkar, you're now at 7, right? You started at 6. So you are tied now with Dafir. So Dafir caught up to you. Let's go. Another round of Constitution saving.
I'm still in it somehow. Barely in it, but I'm in it.
Wait. Okay. Oh my god.
You know what? I quit.
Zephyr
I'm
fails too. Zyhara fails. Zephyr succeeds. He's now at 8. Bjorn, you're dead?
done. Yes.
Okay. Bjorn is just like laying like sprawled out in the table. Oh, did I almost knock down my green screen? You got custard all over you. Your stomach is like poking out of your clothes right now. But you're still alive. You're full. Oh, you failed. So you're still at 8. Right?
Wait, sorry. So I'm a little confused on the rules. If you fail, you just don't eat the cupcake and you take damage.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Actually, no, you're right. You still ate the cupcake. Yeah, so you're at 9, right?
At 9, yeah. And do I take actual damage?
Yes, but you're not gonna go unconscious. You're just gonna be
okay.
covered in custard.
Gotcha.
But yes, you are using your hit points.
Okay. Just making sure.
Actually, yeah, that was a good catch. I should have. Okay. And Jakar, you're at 9. No.
Yeah. So I started with 6.
Oh yeah, because because the
You
fails
still
are
eat
no.
it.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
Okay, another round of constitution checks. Zephyr, still going strong. You both, again, you're like powering through it. You can start to feel it. This has been a lot. However, you both get through it.
A little bit of
and-
gas, that's fine.
Zavara, she's had way too many fails and she just kind of like falls over. This roguish character is just like covered in custard cream, like leaning to one side, feeling like almost about to puke. You guys both succeed, so you're at. So
I'm
it's
at
9,
10.
9, 10. Oh no, yeah, it's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Archie, there's too many numbers. Archie and Jakar, you're both at 10s. Zephyr is at 9. No, actually, Zephyr would be at 10 too. Okay, yeah, another round. Okay, I believe Zephyr is out. Holy crap. Okay, so it's 11-11. All contestants are out. Besides you two. Archie and Drakar. Drakar has been like silent and he's been trying to observe everything. Archie, you flew and you're actually like starving. So you're like, this is great. Okay, so yeah, give me another round. Makes it, breaks it. So I believe, yeah, that's a make. Right? That's how it works. Yeah, sure. That we're doing that on the fly. Okay, so you guys both succeed. Yeah, again. God damn, you guys both succeed.
Gonna demolish the cupcakes.
Again, you're at like 15, no, 14.
They're gonna need
14, yeah. Wait, no, 15 is correct.
15,
Oh,
okay.
when we finally fail, it'll be a fail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's go, one
Oh.
more.
I'm
Sure,
never
we'll go
gonna
to
eat
20. 'cause
another
it's-
cupcake.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Oh my god.
16, go, more.
You're just trying to get all our good rolls out here.
Yes, that's right. Makes
No. You guys gave me all your bad
17.
rolls, so stop.
Okay, 17, go.
Oh my god.
18.
I'm right in the edge.
Okay, Drakar did another one, so Archie, go. 18. Drakar did it. Hey, we got a fail! Oh, no, 2 fails! So that's 18, 19.
We both have
All
the.
right.
Yeah, you both have to roll. But Archie's only lost like 2 health. Okay, 6 health. Drakar, I know you took damage early.
Yep, so I have 3 left.
Okay.
I've left.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Oh my
so roll
God.
again, both of you. Oh wait, slow down, Drekar. Archie, okay.
Oh,
You failed
goodness.
again. Archie, roll damage.
Oh boy. I was so. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay, and
So much
Drekar
custard.
succeeded on the next round.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Archie
yeah.
is just covered in Kolsky cream. Like, you're like, there's custard like in the feathers too, like all over the beak. It's just everywhere. However, Archie had demolished like 20 cupcakes, and Drekar is at 21. And I'm assuming that's probably the 20 rounds. Oh, you're gonna continue going? Okay, take your
God.
damage.
No, that would have been my my one cupcake more.
No, now he's got to roll
Oh,
for it. He ate his
okay.
last cupcake.
I thought
So
you.
just one more cupcake.
The last one. Oh gosh.
That brings me exactly to
That's
0.
how much health you had, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, I thought you were actually ahead of Archie rolling. Amber.
Nope, we were one paired.
Okay. So I
Yeah,
guess
if we're
yeah.
not
the-
counting our fails as lost cupcakes, then yeah, we were neck and neck because he started with 6 as well.
yeah. Okay, so if you guys.
So in order to
Oh.
beat her, I had to eat one more cupcake.
Yeah.
One
Okay,
more
and that's what it was.
cupcake.
So you-
Oh
Which
my
you
god.
eat
technically
that
you
last-
did, it just also killed you.
Yeah, you eat the last cupcake. Everyone's like cheering, and as soon as you like take the last bite, and actually achieve it, you just kind of like fall off your chair, and you're like, oh no.
And we're both just in a pile of
Yeah,
custard on the
and
floor.
all of you are just laid all out. Bjorn, you've probably just like walked off stage all mad.
I think I
Like,
fell
How
asleep.
do I eat cupcakes?
I ate all that.
Cupcake
I have all
wrap.
that custard. I think I dozed off.
yeah. Okay, and yeah.
Custard wrap or cupcake wrappers as a blanket.
And as we go, everyone give me perception checks. So we can include everybody before we. A 20 from Drekar. No, okay. Kagar and Bjorn. If you don't have to, but if you want to roll perception, you can. Or you guys can just be.
Whoa!
Oh
I'm back!
snap!
Perception, huh?
The
Yeah.
cupcake coma has awakened you. Your third eye is open.
Yeah,
Hold on, my
perception.
character sheet's loading again.
The only place I don't have custard is on my eyes right now.
Okay, yeah. Shockingly enough, I mean, this person isn't really even hiding. You notice a female gnome kind of like sitting on a rock, playing a lute, just kind of like staring at all of you, even the ones not in the contest, as she's strumming on the lute. And then we go back from that, and basically the normal human male running the cupcake eating contest. He's like, wow, good job, good job. He goes over to Drekar and he's like, here's the cupcake. If you eat the whole thing, it'll make you go invisible. Thank you for playing and good luck. And then yeah, he just hands it to you. What do you do?
Eat it. Eat it.
No.
I'm. By the way, it's in character. I'm whispering in his ear. Eat it. You should try it.
You just wake up
Uh.
saying that.
Okay.
Thanks, normal human man,
No.
for a wonderful time at the feasting orchard. Is there somewhere I can wipe all of or most of this custard off?
He just kind of throws a towel at you and then walks away.
Thanks again, normal human man.
It's
And
like, you didn't even win. Don't talk to me.
Wow. Wow. I'm also a
Um,
normal human man.
Okay.
That is very rude.
So yeah, you guys all see this this person staring at you, and Drekar now has a donut that
Have a donut or a cupcake?
Hello.
cupcake.
Woo-woo.
Ooh,
Oh.
You have a cupcake that now gives you what's it called? Damn it, potion of invisibility. That's what that cupcake does.
I'm gonna stare at my cupcake while still half in a food coma, trying to figure out where I'm gonna store a cupcake.
Okay, yeah, and you
Jesus.
all
Sorry.
notice this gnome bard. What do you all do?
I'm gonna go ahead and give Drakkar a pouch that I had in my, like something you can just put it into. It's not gonna be messy, but it's like disposable. Here, Drakkar, this is a extra pouch I have. Why don't you go ahead and use this?
Ugh,
How did you like cupcakes for the first time?
so good.
You seem to
Once
really
more.
like them. I wish I had
Oh,
missed so
okay.
much of it.
Okay, so I think we'll just wrap there. Everyone's like dying in a food coma. There's like people. The guy who probably runs it is probably walking back and like dragging you guys out away so they can run another contest and like plopping you on a table. And yeah, you're all just passed out, but you did win, and the mood is picking up. Congratulations. We still have a lot of fun to do. I believe we're probably in like hour 4, so I'm assuming the extravaganza event's going to be beginning soon. So you guys might want to head there in 2 weeks. But other than that, if you guys want to shout yourselves out, I know like only 3 of us really stream, but
Hello.
shout yourselves out and then we can end because I'm tired.
Do we want to vote on NPC of the day?
I don't want
Because
to.
my vote is for NPC human male, normal human man. He's my favorite of today.
Really? God damn it. Well,
I like the Treant, man.
I made a best friend squirrel, so
Yeah.
I know.
As long as
It's
it's-
a good 1-2 punch.
As long as it's not a goblin, I'm fine.
Wow.
I love how we all have
Rude.
opinions on this, at least.
yeah.
The Treant is pretty cool. I could swing towards the Treant. But I'm sad his name wasn't Trent.
Yeah, no. I should have done that. I was actually thinking about that earlier. But oh my god, I'm all over the place. Oh.
He did great.
Pretty good.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I had fun doing it. It's just there's a lot more details that I wanted to fit in, but I'm all over the place. I'm trying to like balance the notes I took and like background stuff and and then you guys
Yeah.
which
Nailed it.
I did not expect you guys to go to Lost Property. The Calliope I did. Calliope. I actually thought you guys were going to be going left. But you all went right.
I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed we didn't go to snail racing, but
Yeah,
I mean,
You guys still have
I really want to do
3
snail
hours.
race.
I love tea, but that's not in my character, so I was trying to hold back.
A bubble pop, teapot.
Bubble pop, teapot.
Yeah. You guys
And
still
then
have
ready for the pixies. It's a whole kingdom, guys.
yeah. Well,
I've seen enough pixies. I'm okay without pixies.
I did prepare the Dragonfly Riders, so that was nice. And the
The
feasting
cupcake
orchard.
eating contest was awesome.
Oh, it's really
Mhm.
good.
Barry, you did a great job. I thought this was an awesome session one. Seriously.
Thank you.
This was awesome.
But yeah, and we still have another 3 hours in game, not IRL, but basically like 3 more events we can do for this thingamabobber, and maybe we'll start to feel more things out.
I didn't
Oh.
realize it was going to take an hour per ride. I wouldn't have bought that extra ticket.
It's not. I need to go back over what the timing was. But you
I mean, I
guys,
think
you
we've
guys
been
did a lot.
dragging it out for sure.
Yeah, because you went to Lost Property, the Calliope. You went back to the Big
You're
Top.
doing this on purpose now, and it's not funny.
Then you got drinks, and then you got dragonfly races, and then you did the feasting orchard. You guys did like 6. Well, you've only stamped twice, but you've done like 6 things.
It's,
I do feel like
it's about
4
it's about
hours.
the journey and the experience. It's not about
Mhm.
hitting as many rides as you can. When you go to Disney World and you like route out everything to like the T, it's like it's never as much fun as just
No, it's about being the best at the carnival.
Yeah,
We can win.
We want to
I just
win.
did that fun.
but yeah.
Well,
There's more to
Well,
discover. And yeah, you guys, you did discover one thing. I'm not going to mention it, but it was discovered.
Nope.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you players for playing. I don't know what else to do. Should we just end?
Well,
I
bye
thought Dennis was
guys.
gonna do a shout out. Dennis, aren't you gonna do a shout out for your channel? He asked for shout outs, and you're like, let's vote on NPCs. Do your shout out.
Oh yeah, sorry. Hi, I'm AW Donut. I stream on Fridays or whenever I feel like it, which is mostly on Fridays. This is every 2 weeks, so we'll see you guys on. Oh, I guess Barry, you want to do that part, right? Okay,
It
never
doesn't
mind. I'm
matter.
done.
It's what the fort.
And I'm
13?
Blaze Dragon Twitch. I stream on Saturdays with Marvel Feature Fight usually.
Ooh. What do you
Anyone else stream?
Do not stream.
No.
I'm stupid McUgly. I've streamed twice. I might stream more. Who knows?
I didn't even know you had one.
If I show up, you can just make fun of my name, and it's usually pretty solid.
Okay, yep. Thank you all for watching. The next session will be February 12th, 2 p.m. ET, roughly 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Thank you all for watching. Does anybody else have anything else to say before I say goodbye?
Bye for now. Remember to hold your liquor like a dwarf.
Normal human man here. Have a good time.
Normal
Enjoy
human
your
man
week.
out.